Now for sports news on the news at 10 with Kayode Alayode.
Thank you, Gimba. Nigeria's CAF Confederation's Cup representatives, Rangers International, are in confident mood ahead of their match day 4 clash with Tunisian giants Etoile du Sahel tomorrow. The Flying Antelopes will be hoping to return to winning ways after getting just 1 point from a possible 6 in their last 2 matches. Benga Gumboti's boys are third in Group B with 4 points from 3 matches. The game against Etoile du Sahel will be played 2 p.m. in Nigerian time at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Enugu. And Nigeria's representatives in the FIBA Africa Basketball League, Rivers Hoopers, have recorded their first win in the tournament. Rivers Hoopers snatched a victory from the jaws of defeat after beating SLAC of Guinea 76-75. Abdul Yahya, Emmanuel Balogun and Bodi Precious all finished with double digits. Their next game will be against JS Kairouan of Tunisia. And in the English Premier League, Tottenham and Arsenal had to settle for a 1-0 draw at Wembley, with the Gunners ending the game with 10 men and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang also losing a penalty. Riyad Mahrez scored the only goal as Manchester City edged past Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium. Florin Andon's 79th minute goal was enough to give Brighton a 1-0 victory at Huddersfield Town. Elsewhere, Crystal Palace secured a priceless 3-1 win over Burnley, while Wolverhampton Wanderers defeated Cardiff City 2-0. Manchester United also beat Southampton 3-2 at Old Trafford in a keenly contested encounter. And in tennis, world number 3 Roger Federer has won his 100th career title after beating Greece's Stefanos Tsitsipas 6-4, 6-4 in the final of the Dubai Tennis Championship. With this victory, Federer secured his 8th title in Dubai and revenge over rising star Tsitsipas, who knocked him out of the Australian Open. The Swiss star is the second man to achieve the feat after America's Jimmy Connors, who ended his career with 109 titles.
Game, set, and match Federer. 2 sets to love. 6-4, 6-4.
Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like our 8 times champion to step forward.
And back to football, Ivan Rakitic's 26th was all Barcelona needed to get their second win over Spanish rivals Real Madrid in the space of 4 days at the Bernabeu. The Catalan Giants knocked Real Madrid out of the Copa del Rey on Wednesday and end their title hopes for another year. The win means Barcelona are now 12 points ahead of Real Madrid in third. Barca's win their 96th Clásico, meaning they have more head-to-head victories over their opponents for the first time since 1931. And that's all on sports news. Gimba Umar is back in just a moment.
The new president of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Felix Tshisekedi, has pledged to release all political prisoners within the next 10 days. He made this known at a ceremony while unveiling his emergency program for his first 100 days in office. He said he would ask the Justice Minister to take all necessary measures within the law towards a conditional release of all individuals detained for opinion offences, notably during the protests held before the elections, so as to douse political tensions in the country. Tshisekedi assumed office in January, taking over from Joseph Kabila, who had been in power for 18 years after a keenly contested election. A California company, SpaceX, has launched an unmanned space crew capsule for the International Space Station. The 16-foot tall Dragon atop a Falcon capsule is designed to carry people. It took off from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida at 2:49 a.m. That's 7:49 GMT, carrying a test dummy nicknamed Ripley. The capsule successfully separated from the rocket about 11 minutes later, sparking cheers in the control room before it began its journey. SpaceX Chief Executive Officer Elon Musk says that the test mission is a key milestone and could be the first step towards opening space travel to commercial customers in the future.
Do you have any customers for the capsule travel?
And the main news again. The People's Democratic Party, the PDP, today denied making demands on President Muhammadu Buhari after losing at the polls. The party is insisting it will challenge the presidential election results in court. Also today, former military head of State General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida sent a congratulatory message to President Muhammadu Buhari over his re-election. The former military leader asked President Buhari to embrace his opponents, end insecurity, and restructure Nigeria. And that's how it's been on the news at 10 tonight. On behalf of all of us here, have a splendid night rest. I am Gimba Umar. Good night.